accountability call. To be honest, what is today? Sunday?
Sunday.
4:30 a.m. for most of us. We've seen this later. This was a live call. The whole idea is to use the tracker. You can get to that with the QR code and log your time, track your commitments. Hey guys, how's everything?
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. So yesterday I did the call on the plane, which I had no idea would work. It didn't seem like it was going to work. It did for a little bit. I turned off my video at one point just to help the bandwidth, and later I saw that you guys kept on going for a while. So I guess did it just drop out?
No, Ron and I finished.
Did you guys end it, or did it drop out?
You dropped out.
dropped
awesome.
out, and then Rob and I finished it off. So, but at the end we were like, I don't know if there's like a post or publish or is just sign out. So we just like, well, we'll see what happens. So we just logged off and left.
Yeah, I logged on.
I saw. Well, it kept.
We got your back, bud.
Anyways, I was thinking yesterday, because I got a lot of my work done on the plane, was the compound effect doesn't work unless you compound it. I'm doing the same this morning, and it'd be real easy to say, oh, I took a week off because I went to London, and I'll be on this every single day. I did not want to miss a day, so had a lot of anxiety that it wasn't going to work. Everybody was getting up in the plane right when I went live yesterday, and when I dropped out my video, there was a lot happening, and I was like, let me drop out the video, because it was very spotty for me. I couldn't, I wasn't sure if it was even working, so I was like, I'll drop out. I kept the stream going. Anyways, how's everybody's morning going?
It's going well.
First cup of coffee.
Just rolled out of bed.
I was up yesterday, 3:45, because I was taking my son back to college, and so I'm ready to go. And then we get signed. I get everything finished, packed up, and I'm like, hey, I gotta. Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we're in the car driving, and he's like, didn't you say that you had to get on your call? I'm like, oh, shit. So then I quickly pulled aside and then logged on for the stream. I wasn't sure if you guys could see me, but I think I ended up logging on it had to be 4:30, 4:35 in that time frame. But I could hear you guys. So
Yeah, no, we couldn't, but I think Ron. Yeah, I think he had to probably grant access or something like that. I don't know if there's a co-host set up or we can all be listed that way, but
gotcha.
Here nor there, we're all here. And what Rob and I were saying, yesterday I had, or the day before, my daughter was out late. She was calling. I was up. I had different things interrupt me. And if there was ever a morning, yet that I was just like, man, I could just stay in bed. But then I was like, Ron's going to be on a plane and Rob's probably going to be there, because I saw the text message saying, that you would cover. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to get up. And then I get up and I see you on a plane. And I was like, it was one of those things of, and Rob, you jumping on, like traveling. I was like, it's that extra level of commitment, knowing that somebody else is going to be standing there potentially, waiting on you, expecting you to fulfill your obligation. That's the definition of accountability, right? Not letting somebody else down to your commitment, right?
A combination of accountability and guilt.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So it was good. So Ron, I don't know if you caught most of. We were talking about the importance of reading yesterday. We did. So.
Oh gosh. So, yeah, I got through this time of the year. I did not catch much of that, but I do a ton of reading this time of the year, and then form my thoughts and ideas around all this stuff, or around state. I feel like I need to be more informed by.
So Ron, you do more business related reading?
Ron Howard or me?
Ron
Yeah, I
Howard.
would say
I feel like there's a little delay there.
there is a delay.
No,
I gotta see if there's anything
maybe.
I can do.
You should do the closed caption on the screen so you can read what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Everything is a little kind of slow so far in London with the internet. I do mixed, but mostly business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine's mostly business and learning related. I don't do anything that's just pure, fiction pleasure, like just to escape type stuff. Maybe I should. I seem to be like, super focused on like if I'm going to take the opportunity to read, I want to learn about something. Just
Same.
I find myself like even if my wife's like, "Hey, let's watch this," something on TV, like, and I'm like, I'm not really wanting to watch that. I'll listen to something while I'm sitting here, and she's like, "Well, you're, you know, listening to something else," and I was like, "But we're here together. You're watching what you want, and I'm watching what I want." I mean, I don't know.
Hey, do you know what her love language is?
No.
Because if her love language is time and she wants you to spend time with her, you better start doing stuff with her.
Yeah.
I could tell you stories.
I bet you it is, actually. That is. It sounds very much like her, right? She does.
You gotta be present with her if that's what it is. When she wants you to be with her.
Well,
So like my wife's love language is time.
hers is what?
Hers is time. My wife's is time. She wants me to be with her, and if I'm working during the day and I come home and I want to do something else and she wants to hang out, I better hang out.
Yeah. Maybe that'd be the first book that I need to read, right? What is it?
It's a great book. It's called The 5 Love Languages. And you know what? You can use it not just as for your relationship with your spouse. You can use it with how to communicate with your team, with your friends, because you got to learn how they communicate. So if I communicate a certain way, I think that everybody else is going to communicate the way I communicate. And that's the wrong thing to think. We have to learn how everybody else communicates and communicate in their language. That's really what the book's about.
Well, good spin on that. You got me to do something that was non-business related to make
with
business
with a twist.
All right.
Yeah.
That one's on my list. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll put that one on. I'm going to do Speechify. I'll do Speechify, and I'll do that so I can read it and listen to it and see how that goes for me.
That's good.
Rob, isn't there a book for each person too? Isn't there like a book that you give your wife or your husband? Isn't there 2 versions of it?
Oh, there's several. I got 2 or 3 of them over here. I don't know exactly which one you're talking about, but
I think he was referring to 50 Shades of Grey.
Or green, or purple.
Damn, Rob's got the love talk down. Got seven copies of it, 7 versions.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Hold on.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, I had to Google this. Like, how do you get coffee out of this thing? Well, first I had to figure out that it is a coffee maker.
That's the Nespresso, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have any experience with it though. I was like, what is this thing?
Yeah, it's good coffee. It's good, and once they open up, the pods kind of fall back into them. So
that's the one you want, Ron, right there. The 5 love languages.
Okay.
And then here's the other one right here. It says God speaks your love language.
Okay.
Same author, Gary Chapman.
Gary Chapman. Okay.
And that's your homily for the day.
There you go.
Amen.
Well, I think we hit our time. I'm going to figure out why I have such a delay with this call. Anybody got anything before we go?
No,
Cheers.
I was just going to say real quick, Ron. Just I have gone through and all the pages that we had, built. We've edited all of the pages in the feature communities that fall under those counties, and then built our first county page, which I was talking to Rob about yesterday. So then I want to be able to copy that for the other two counties, but I wasn't maximizing how I was doing the content pages, and I just like your insight on it. I know you're traveling, but I'm going to continue to build out these pages, and then maybe you can help illustrate the best way to maximize how they're linked together whenever you have time when you return.
No, I'll be able to do it this week. I'll be doing a lot of work this week. So because I had some ideas about your stuff anyway, but I'll call you offline a little bit later.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Cool. See you
Cheers.
guys.
Okay, man. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.